It's a cold, foggy night, and the forest road stretches endlessly ahead, barely visible under the weak glow of my car's headlights. My hands grip the steering wheel tightly, my fingers tapping nervously as the GPS on my phone glitches yet again. I glance down at the screen, muttering, "No signal." Frustrated, I tap it a few more times, but nothing changes. The road feels suffocating, winding deeper into the darkness of the forest. The only sounds are the low hum of the engine. Out of nowhere, a blur of movement catches my eye. My breath hitches as a deer leaps out of the shadows and lands directly in front of the car. I slam the brakes, the tires screeching as the car lurches forward and jerks to a halt. My chest tightens as I gasp for air, my hands trembling on the wheel. For a moment, the world is still. Everything is silent except for the pounding of my heart, thundering in my ears. The deer is frozen in the glare of the headlights, its unnervingly bright eyes locked onto mine. Something about the way it stares makes the hair on the back of my neck rise. It doesn't feel natural. Before I can process it, the deer suddenly turns and vanishes into the shadows, as if it was never there. I sit there in stunned silence, the engine idling softly, until I finally exhale and mutter, "What the hell was that?" Even as unease coils in my stomach, I unbuckle my seatbelt and grab my flashlight from the glove compartment. I step out of the car, the cold night air biting at my skin and making me shiver. The beam of the flashlight flickers to life, cutting through the thick fog. I scan the road, searching for any sign of the deer. "Where did you go?" I whisper to myself, stepping cautiously toward the edge of the forest. The flashlight flickers briefly before catching something, a faint glimmer deeper in the woods. My breath catches, curiosity and dread tangling in my chest. Against every instinct screaming at me to get back in the car, I step off the road and into the forest. The sound of my boots crunching against the leaves seems impossibly loud in the eerie stillness. The deeper I go, the brighter the glimmer becomes, leading me to a small clearing. My steps falter as I see it, an old, decrepit cabin standing in the middle of the clearing. The wood is warped and rotting, the windows shattered, and thick vines snake their way up the sides. My flashlight flickers again, the beam struggling to stay steady. The cabin door creaks open on its own, the sound piercing the silence like a scream. My throat goes dry, but I force myself to whisper, "Hello." My voice wavers, barely audible. There's no response. I step inside, the wooden floor groaning beneath my weight. The air feels suffocating, heavy with an oppressive energy that makes my skin crawl. I sweep the flashlight across the room and freeze, like and follow for more parts.